Hey y'all, happy Friday. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are rejoining, welcome back. My name is Marissa Price. I am a Black woman social worker and freelance coach. I'm really creating a safe space on the internet for Black women to share our experiences, share resources with each other, all with the ultimate goal of getting free, of liberation, personal liberation, whatever that looks like for you. Happy Friday and Happy New Year. If you are joining live, please say so in the chat so we can say hello. If you're watching the replay, please comment below. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video if you like it. And yeah, thank you for being here. So this video is 5 reasons why you think that you're not skilled. And this is something I often hear, especially working with Black women who are interested in starting freelance businesses, reigniting their freelance businesses, growing them in different ways. One of the fears that we have, if we have a dream of really branching out on our own, is that we're not skilled. And so this video is going to walk you through 5 reasons why that might be, using, again, my insight as a freelancer myself, also as a social worker with a deeper understanding of some of these issues that may be coming up. And yeah, we're just going to go through these. And I'm also launching a 30-day freelancing challenge called Freelancing Freedom. If you're interested in that, I will link it here in the chat. It's also scrolling on the screen. But this kicks off January 13th. And I'm excited about it. So we'll be providing you with Monday through Friday over a period of 6 weeks, bite-sized tips to launch your freelance business or reignite your freelance business if you've kind of put it to the side and it's something that you want to pick back up in 2025. So there will be a private online community specifically for this challenge where the daily task will be posted each day. And then there will also be weekly support calls, live support calls every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. If you need help with the tasks that are presented in the community to you every day, there will be a chance for you to check in with me to get personalized advice, tips, coaching, things like that. If you're interested, please check out the link here scrolling on the screen in the description section as well. And yes, hey Meg, always good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Yes. All right, like I said, this is a fear that we often have as Black women. If we are interested, if we see the idea of being freelancers, which is just taking the skills that you have and using them to generate income outside of a traditional work environment, using your skills for yourself. One of the things that we may be scared about is that we're not skilled, right? And so we're going to walk through reasons why that might be. Hey, Donna, good to see you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yes. All right. So the first reason, so people may have told you that you're not skilled, right? Throughout your life, this could have been in childhood, adolescence, in adulthood, in the workplace, which I'm going to get into. But people have told you that you're not skilled. And so you have internalized, I have here on my notes, their BS, to be honest, right? Their projections, what they have projected onto you based on their own insecurities. You have internalized what they have said to you. And now you think that you're not skilled. And this is really where externalizing is really going to come into play in helping to heal those wounds that were made. So externalizing those negative voices, the things that have been said to you throughout your life, and really understanding the person who said that, their insecurities, and leaving it with them, right? Literally like taking it from you and placing it with them. That might be a helpful like visualization for you, because this was never about you. This was never about you. This was always about them, something that they lacked inside them, right? And often our brilliance triggers people. And so they will try to cut you down to make themselves feel bigger. So this could be a reason why you think that you're not skilled. If people have said these things to you throughout your life, again, out of their own insecurities, and now you have internalized what they have said, there's always, right, the chance to externalize it now. So just because you've internalized it doesn't mean that you can't externalize it. That's the part of literally rewiring your brain, which I'll be talking more about in 2025. But yeah, there are ways to change those thought patterns. So all is not lost. But this could be a reason that you think that you're not skilled, right? If you've internalized the negativity that people have said to you throughout your life. Hey, Kyoka, good to see you. Please check out Kyoka's channel. She did a really great interview with someone, I forgot the country, but if you're interested in moving abroad and getting a job abroad as a way to fund that, please check out Kyoka's channel, The Awkward Black Nomad. Yes. So another reason why you think you're not skilled, your memory may have been impacted by trauma. So this is where dissociation comes into play. So this is basically where you feel like you're floating above your own body. You're disconnected. You're disconnected from your body, from your true thoughts, from your true feelings. And this is a way to cope with traumatic environments. So you've forgotten what you've done, basically. You've forgotten everything that you've done throughout your life, all the jobs that you've had, all the volunteer experiences that you've had, the things that you've done for free that people have asked for your help specifically with, right? You may have dissociated in these very toxic environments, relationships. And so now you have to remind yourself of all the things that you've done along the way in order to heal, right? And this is where creating something like a skills inventory may be helpful, which is just a list of all the things that you have done in different jobs, different positions, volunteer positions for yourself, so that you have proof for yourself that you are skilled and you have done so many different things. A lot of us have had so many different jobs, right? I know that's the case for me. I've been a teaching assistant, a social worker, of course. I've worked in finance. I've been in banking, so many different things. I've been an office assistant, right? Virtual assistant, so many different skill sets that I had to take inventory of in order to become a freelancer. So if this is standing in the way, if your memory has been impacted by trauma, first of all, self-compassion is in order, right? But realizing that you can get those memories back by giving yourself proof with a skills inventory list. The things that you've already done that you can now use to pivot into freelancing if this is your dream. And again, I am launching Freelancing Freedom, a 30-day challenge starting January 13th. And this will last for 6 weeks. So Monday through Friday, a task will be posted, a bite-sized task, because sometimes this can feel so overwhelming. So it's going to be a little task day by day, Monday through Friday, over a period of 6 weeks. And these will be posted in the private online community that's specifically for this challenge. Weekly support calls every Tuesday for 6 weeks at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And then you also have access to the post to work through over a period of 6 months. So if it takes you longer, if life gets in the way, you still have the material to work through, which is very important. So yes, please register for that. Let's get back to the list. You're in a toxic job where your skill set is constantly questioned. Something I talk about often on my channel, right? If you are in a toxic work environment where the skills that you brought in, a phenomenon that Black women often face in the workplace, from pet to threat, coined by 3 Black women professors, our enormous skill sets are often viewed as a threat. Because again, someone's insecurity has been triggered. And so now the target is on our back. So if you are in a toxic work environment where someone is questioning your skill set, this kind of ties into the first one, could it be them projecting their own insecurities onto you? And so to reclaim your power, your agency, your belief in yourself and your skills, you have to now externalize that, what you're experiencing, and realize there's nothing wrong with you, right? You're actually just so brilliant that people are intimidated by you who are extremely insecure. So it's reframing that in your mind, realizing, affirming to yourself that you're gifted. You're actually extremely gifted. And that's why, right, you are being targeted in these toxic work environments, externalizing the treatment that you're experiencing to reclaim your skill set, affirm it to yourself, establish that. And again, having that skills inventory where you can see that in front of you, even if someone starts to question that, that's going to be helpful to navigate these very toxic work environments and keep a hold of your skill set for yourself. Yes. Hey, the South Flag. Yes, a lot of times I think I'm not skilled due to not having much experience, especially in the workplace. Okay, yeah. So I tend to doubt myself and miss out on opportunities. I get this. I get this. Yeah, due to not having much experience in the workplace. And you know, I'll say it doesn't even have to be necessarily work, right? So just the different things that you've been involved in throughout your life. Again, educational environments. A lot of us are in extracurricular activities, clubs, sports, right? Interacting with people on a different level versus just the workplace. If that is your focus, can you zoom out to different things that you've done and remind yourself of all the skills that you've utilized and honed in these different environments versus just focusing on work? That might be helpful. But I totally get that. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Okay. The next point, why you think you're not skilled. Reason number 4, things come so naturally to you that you don't even realize they're skills, right? So if something just comes so easy to you, you can do it in 5 minutes, a task that may take someone days to complete. People actively seek out your help, your expertise for this very thing. You can do it so easily, right? You can do it with your eyes closed, so you don't even realize it's a skill. It is. You're just gifted, but that is a skill. So tapping into the fact that just because it comes naturally to you does not mean that that's not a skill, right? Unlearning the belief that something has to be really difficult, really hard in order for it to count. No, it can come really easily to you because you are gifted in this area, and that's still a skill set that you have. So leaning into that might be helpful. And yes, y'all, this is just a short video. Moving to the last point here. You may have a mental model of someone who you think is skilled at whatever it is that you do, and that person doesn't look like you, right? So this is very important to interrogate. Are there images in your mind of someone who's legitimate, who's doing what you want to do, but because you don't look like that person, you don't have similar qualifications to that person, you think that you're not skilled, even though you have demonstrated to yourself over and over again, right? Unlearning the idea that something has to be legitimate. Who defines what legitimate is, right? And saying that just like you have exhibited over and over that you're skilled in this. Just because it doesn't look like the image that we're often presented with, in a lot of times in entrepreneurship spaces, we think that we can't be entrepreneurs because we don't have X, Y, and Z, right? We're not on the hustle mentality. We're not looking to extract from people a lot of these images that we see all the time. You're just different, and that's okay, right? What you have is still legitimate. It doesn't have to be measured up to anybody else to be official. Your skills are still yours. So even like the act of exchanging currency for goods or services has existed for eons. So if you're modeling your thing like this doesn't fit into the capitalist system, the images that are presented under capitalism, so therefore I'm not skilled. So skills have been used, right? Exchange of skills for money, for currency throughout thousands of years. So can you zoom out again and provide yourself with that own validation that you are skilled at this? Just because it doesn't look like that, the images that we're presented with, doesn't mean that you're not skilled, doesn't mean that you can't use this as a gateway to pursue your creativity, to build another income stream if you want to pursue your passions, different areas of freelancing, the freedom that freelancing provides you with, right? That is often shown as an option to other people to just utilize their skill sets, all these things they've gained throughout their lives, and just pivot and build their own client base. And so my question is, why can't we do that as well as Black women? We have all the skill set. We have all the skills. We have all the often certifications, the degrees, even if you don't have a degree, right? You're still in this because you have gained skills in different areas. So why not us if this is your dream? Yes. And the Soft Life says, I agree. May I add, yes, sometimes people feel least, yes, skilled due to age. Sometimes we feel that we have to know, okay, yes, thank you for this. And we have to know and have everything by the age of 30. I just did a video on this on my channel. Thank you. The pressure to have everything by these artificial deadlines, dates, life milestones that don't actually exist in real life. Right? So thank you so much for saying this. Yeah, because we will put pressure on ourselves, right? If I don't have X, Y, and Z, and again, comparing our lives to other people is emphasized in the society as a tool of control. So unlearning that, right? Just because your life doesn't look like someone else's, you're not on the same life path. You have two completely different life experiences, and realizing that you don't have to achieve anything by any deadline, right? Taking your power back for yourself. And again, realizing all the skills that you've gained throughout your life. And yeah, you can use your skills at any time. Anytime. And there's no age limit, or the opposite of limit is escaping me. But there's no like requirement for freelancing. Right? So any skills that you have at any point during your life, and this doesn't have to be like you leave your job immediately and jump right into freelancing if that's not what you want to do. You can experiment with this, explore different areas of your skill set, to add more vitality to your life, right? To pursue creative passions. All of this just brings more depth and richness to your life, to reclaim your skill set for yourself and realize that you don't have to achieve any of these things by these arbitrary, artificial deadlines that society has set for us, right? You don't. You're in control. Thank you for that comment. But yes, y'all, as I'm winding down, thank y'all so much to those of y'all who are live here. If you're watching on the replay, please subscribe, please like this video, comment below if anything resonates. Again, I will be hosting a Freelancing Freedom 30-day challenge starting January 13th, ending, I wrote this down somewhere, ending February 21st. So it's over a period of 6 weeks, Monday through Friday. You'll get a link to a private online community specifically for this challenge. A new task will be posted in the community Monday through Friday for 6 weeks. And then if you need additional help, support, there are weekly live support calls Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, that you'll also be able to attend on Zoom. And you will have access to these materials for 6 months. Again, if life happens and you need more time to work through the challenge tasks, I did want to make that available for you to have over a period of months so it doesn't feel rushed. This is supposed to feel like at your pace, right? Bite-sized tips that you can use so at the end you have a business. It's really what you have. Hey, butterfly effect. You can also feel that you are too old, yes, or outdated to add value, yes. It is negative self-talk that is untrue, but has been internalized due to traumatic white supremacy and the abuse, 100%. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. That is so true. Absolutely. Yes, getting back to the first point, right? Things that you have internalized that had absolutely nothing to do with you. And that's where awareness is really key, right? Because if we're realizing the messaging like butterfly effect says, traumatic white supremacy is going to tell us that we're not skilled, of course, because that preserves the power dynamic. So of course we're going to have those messages that we're not skilled, we're worthless, right? We should be underpaid. That's what we deserve. That's what we should expect. So it's challenging these messages that we have received over time throughout our lives and reflecting back to ourselves and holding it true so tightly. No, I'm actually highly skilled. Are you kidding me? All of these years that you've likely honed skills that you may not even recognize, right? Going to point 4, if you're so naturally gifted at what you do that you don't realize it's a skill set, that may be a separate process of reminding yourself. Just because it's easy doesn't mean that it's not a skill, because it's not easy for everyone. Yeah. Hey, Leslin. Good to see you. Yes, Leslin just went live for a journal lead session. Excited to be there. Thank you for joining. Yes, y'all. I think that was it. Yeah, that was all my notes for today. Just a short video. Again, want to thank you for being here, commenting, liking, subscribing, all of the things. And please join if you're interested. Freelancing Freedom, the 30-day challenge starting January 13th. And you can read more about it and register at the link scrolling on the screen, in the description, or here in the chat. But yes, y'all. And please subscribe to Black Women Freelancers as well, which is my new YouTube channel that I just launched to house my freelancing content. Yes, y'all. On that note, thank you. Hope you have a beautiful weekend. Happy New Year again. And yeah, until next week, I will see y'all then. Bye, y'all. Thank you for being here.